The 49ers just finished day 5 of training camp. Here's who stood out. Keep in mind, this was day 1 of the players wearing pads, so it was kind of like the first day of training camp, although there have been other days and people have been getting hurt. The good, quarterback Mac Jones. He quietly has been really good in camp. He was 14 of 18 today with no interceptions, made some nice throws down the field. Again, I'm not saying he's as good as Brock Purdy because he's not, but I'm not used to watching backup quarterbacks like this. I watched a lot of Trey Lance, who was a work in progress. He would miss a lot of throws. Mac doesn't. I mean, Mac's slow, and I don't know if he could be a starter, but he's got a good arm. He has touch. He's accurate. He's quietly doing a really good job this offseason, so salute to Mac. Wide receiver Ricky Pearsall, been healthy 2 days in a row. This is big for him. Now, he didn't do everything today. They're still kind of babying him, but he was out there for 11-on-11s half the time. About halfway through practice, they shut him down. It didn't look like he re-aggravated anything. Also, during one-on-one drills, he did not participate, which I understand. They're trying to ease him back in, but they've been trying to ease him into action since they drafted him. At some point, he's going to have to go out there and do one-on-ones and have the moment of truth in front of everyone, because I still don't know if he's actually a number 1 wide receiver. He looks like a good number 2. He had some nice catches in 11-on-11s today as well, but a sliding catch over the middle. He also got locked up by Upton Stout on a corner route. We'll talk about more on him in a minute, but still the jury's out on Ricky Pearsall. Is he a number 1? I don't know. Defensive tackle CJ West. Wow, is he good. I was expecting in the one-on-ones, Mykel Williams to be the main draw, and he was good. More on him in a minute, but CJ West was the guy who stood out. He won all of his reps, and he has pass rush moves. He doesn't just bull rush you, but he can do this move where he bull rushes you and then pulls you down and you fall. I don't know if is that defensive holding. I don't know, but it works all the time. He did it against Dominic Pooney and beat him too. Dominic Pooney's a good player, very good player, but CJ West got him today. I wouldn't be surprised if CJ West had a really good career. Is it too soon to say that? I feel like he's going to start week 1 and be really freaking good. CJ West. Defensive end Mykel Williams. He also won his reps in the one-on-ones. He did well in 11-on-11s. It's harder to see exactly what's happening in 11-on-11s. You kind of can see some of the players. But I couldn't help but notice it in the one-on-ones. He didn't face any starters. And that's not his fault. That's all choreographed by the coaches. So he faced Isaac Alarcon and someone else, number 69, who I don't even know. That to me tells me that the coaches are a little nervous and don't want him to go out there and face Trent Williams or Colt McKivitz or Dominic Pooney and potentially lose, and that's a story. So they put him in a position where he's going to win. The story is Mykel Williams looks good. I'd like to see them give him a bigger challenge. I think he's earned it. I mean, if CJ West gets to face Dominic Pooney, I think Mykel Williams should get to face Colt McKivitz. Just a suggestion. Robert Saleh. Defense nickelback Upton Stout. He's really good. He looks like a vet. He's strong. He's fast. Yeah, he's 5'8", but so is K'Wan Williams. He's a much better athlete than K'Wan Williams. K'Wan couldn't cover man-to-man. Upton Stout can. Today he was matched up one-on-one on Ricky Pearsall in the slot. First-team defense, first-team offense. Brock Purdy liked the matchup, went to Pearsall in the corner route, and he had no separation. Upton Stout was all over him, broke the pass. So I think he's going to have a good year. He's still a rookie. He's going to make some mistakes, but he looks like a vet. D. Winters, he's starting to do the thing that Dre Greenlaw did in practice, which is hit people, even though he's not supposed to. I mean, everyone's supposed to keep the teammates up, but if there's one player on the team who's supposed to be violent, it's the weak side linebacker. So when he knocked over, who did he knock over today? I forgot. I have to look at my notes, but he knocked someone on their ass. And anyone else, it's like, hey, keep him up. But for D. Winters, it's like, yeah, more of that. So he's starting to be that violent player, even near the sideline, which is where Dre Greenlaw was always kind of feared. Offensive tackle Colt McKivitz, he won all his reps in one-on-one drills. Now, he didn't face Nick Bosa or Mykel Williams, but, he faced some other guys, and he won. And I like to see that Colt McKivitz has steadily improved since joining the league because I wrote him off years ago. Salute to you, Colton. The not-so-good. Jauan Jennings, he's really hurt. I was wondering, is this calf injury just a big nothing? Is he just holding in because he hasn't gotten his contract extension? I don't think so. He wasn't out there today. I didn't see him. Usually players who hold in have like a back injury or a neck injury, something that can't show up on a test. But a calf injury can. He's had it before. He had it a couple months ago during OTAs and minicamp. Makes me nervous. He's 28 years old. It's the same age that Christian McCaffrey was when he got bilateral Achilles tendonitis. Anytime the Niners call something a calf injury, it's often not. It's often an Achilles injury. So Heart goes out to Jauan. Hope he's okay. At the same time, from a business perspective, I wouldn't extend him. I wouldn't. And we don't know what Jauan wants. His agent is Drew Rosenhaus. You look at some of these wide receivers who've gotten paid $20 million a year. I wouldn't be surprised if he wants more than $12 million, more than $15 million, something like $18 million a year, in which case, man, you messed up because you wanted that extension last year. You got it. If you hadn't asked for an extension last year, you would have been an unrestricted free agent this year. You probably would have got 18, 19 million, considering you would have been the number one wide receiver on the market, but you got an extension last year and now you have a calf injury. Sorry, man. Probably should have held out. Quarterback Brock Purdy. He's really good. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Just because you're in the not so good list doesn't mean you're a not so good player. It was a not so good day with some really good plays from Brock Purdy. I mean, he had a nice throw down the field to Russell Gage, who was out of bounds, but they said he got his left cheek inbounds. I think half of the cheek was out of bounds. We'd have to go back and check that one. Anyway, that was a completion. It was one of his better plays. He also had a play where he rolled right, found Juszczyk back on the left. That's a very Brock Purdy play, extending the play. Whole fields of open to him. Love that. And he also ran for like 15 yards on the 3rd and 12, which I think he needs to do more of. He's a really quick runner. So he made some great plays. It's just that he was 7-15 with the pick. And, if Trey Lance were 7-15 with pick, if McCorkle Jones, return to the MAC, were 7-15 with a pick, I'd have to say something about it. So Brock, had some passes sail on him downfield, had some errant throws, had up and stout, break up some passes, and then forced one downfield. Jason Pinnock tipped it to D. Winters, who intercepted it. D. Winters is having a good offseason. It's nothing to be alarmed about. I kind of just chalk it up to Brock Purdy probably being sleep deprived. He just had a daughter. He probably hasn't slept in a couple of days, and he still made some nice plays today, but 7-15 with the pick is not what we really expect from Brock. He's usually so much more efficient. So let's see if he bounces back tomorrow, if he gets some sleep. Will Brock get some sleep this offseason? That's the story right now. Defensive tackle Alfred Collins, he is like the exact opposite of CJ West. CJ West is short, stout, and he has like a developed array of moves. Alfred Collins is big and undeveloped. He pops up. He's got high pad level. He falls down. He's a freaking load. So the potential is there, but it reminds me so much of watching Javon Kinlaw. And Kinlaw just made a lot of money. So I'm not saying he can't be good. It's just he's not CJ West right now. He's got a lot of development to go. He's got the high pad level. He's got the questionable balance, but he's freaking huge, and he'll be good eventually, I think. Guard Connor Colby, I don't know if he'll be good eventually. Of all the offensive linemen in the one-on-one drills, that dude lost the quickest, the most brutally. I mean, he didn't really compete. He was getting worked. He's a rookie. Maybe tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow I'm going to focus more on like the DBs and wide receivers. I want to see Ricky Pearsall actually do the one-on-one drills, and I want to see, how Jordan Watkins looks on that. But yeah, Connor Colby, my goodness. Linebacker Stone Blanton, UDFA, I think he's going to be good in preseason, but today was more of a coverage game because it's training camp, and he got beat deep by Jordan James for about 30 yards after the play. You knew Stone Blanton was the one who messed up because he was like, Stone, you shouldn't have said anything. Should have been stone-faced. I wouldn't have known, but I'm not writing him off yet. He's just not going to be as good in coverage as he is going to be against the run. Defensive tackle Jordan Elliott wasn't there. Don't know why. He's hurt, I guess, or something. They can't afford to lose more defensive linemen. And then defensive end, Yetur Gross-Matos. Is he on this team? Is he in the state? Is he in the country? I haven't seen him in such a long time. Is he in witness protection? Is he ever going to play football again? He has the 6th highest cap hit on the team. It'd be nice to see Yetur soon.